If you'd like to follow the process of turning a block of wood like this into a guitar like this, then you've come to the right place. And if you would like to see me give this guitar away, click subscribe, hit the bell. And recently came to a conclusion that I wanted to do something kind of unique. And I'm going to start a vlog about it to the day that I get to give the guitar away to somebody who doesn't expect that it's coming. And that template should match up with a typical neck plate. So we're going to go ahead and go down and drill this. I'm going to mark it, and then we will drill our holes. Just nice and gentle. Let it come up for a breath. And I'm through with that one. Okay guys, so I've got those done, and this side looks really great. However, as I turned it around, I noticed that I made a mistake. And so when you make a mistake, I guess the big deal is stay calm. It's going to make a little more work for you, but what I realized is that as I drilled these, this hole is too close to my contour that I cut out. So I've got a couple of options here. I can either reroute this and route it in further, which I may do, or I can use a neck pocket where I don't actually use the plate. It's frustrating because it causes more work, especially after I've sanded this already. I really thought that I don't know how I thought I had enough room there. It's not that you won't ever make mistakes, but as you can see now, how did I miss that? I really thought that I had that all measured out. Obviously, if I would have done that, it would have been clear that that didn't fit. But I thought I had, so I'm not sure what I messed up. But here's what you can expect, is that when you do a project like this, you're going to make mistakes, especially when you're doing a new design. So this is a new design for me. And so I will have to reroute this. That's going to be the next thing to do, I guess. Mistakes like this are exactly why I pre-assemble. Because had I not pre-assembled before I sprayed this, can you imagine how frustrated and upset I would have been to really realize that I needed to still cut that out after I had finished it all? Because I'd have to sand all the finish off and redo the entire thing. Can't believe I did that. But it's how you fix a mistake. How do you go about it? What kind of attitude are you going to have in it? Because if you just give in every time you're going to make a mistake, you know what? You're not going to make it. You're not going to have a nice guitar in the end. But I've made mistakes before. I'm going to make mistakes again. And hey, I guess you roll with the punches, right? All right, we're going to give this a quick buzz and see if I can fix it. Hopefully I'm not working too quickly and I make more of a mess of it. But we're going to give this a little try, little by little. I'm going to try and remove as little as I possibly need to. I'm just actually using a guitar template that I've used for a different guitar that I've built. Just using that curve on it because it kind of fits in well. So we're going to see if I can use that as a template. yeah, that's gonna work. It's not typically the way I would do it. Now I'm gonna just move this a little bit to come around and fix this curve here just a little bit. So it'll work, and then I'll do some sanding and shape it a little bit more, and it'll look good. I've got it rerouted here now. I'll show you here. It doesn't look quite as sleek as what it was when I did it the first time, but obviously it wasn't going to work the first time because the neck plate wasn't going to fit in there right. So I routed it out more and been giving it some sanding and stuff, so working on that. The other thing that's interesting, you'll see the color change here. It's already almost purple again, but with Purple Heart, when you sand it, this was brown just maybe half hour ago. It was really brown where I had sanded it, but then it oxidizes as the air hits it and it turns purple. I'm sure it's some sort of oxidization thing that happens. So just needs to do a little bit more sanding then, and then I'll get back to trying to put it back together.
Are you gonna eat soon, or should I put food away?
Oh, what do you have?
Well, I made Alfredo sauce.
Oh.
There's noodles, there's veggies, there's lots of salad, there's, well, are the sausages done? Lots and lots and lots of stuff.
All right, I'll come up in just a little bit here.
Okay.
This is as good a day as any to start the rebuilding of life. The roads that lay open are many when the old one's gone under the knife. And I can feel the sun on my skin, beginning to thaw from within. Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today is a good day to live.
Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to drill the holes for the ferrules, and I have to do it in a way that I don't like to do it. I'm going to have to just use my hand drill in order to drill these holes. Now, these holes are coming from the other side because this is going to be string through body. String through is going to give you a little more sustain, and the tones of the woods just, I guess, come out a little bit more. So I'm told. And so to check our sizes, use my little gauge here, and I see that 5/16 is a little bit too small, and 21/64 is the right size for this to fit in just nice and easy. But I want this to stick in there, so I'm going to go with 5/16, just a little bit smaller, and I'm just going to put this piece of tape there, and that's just kind of a guide for me so I can see it. This is where it gets real, guys. Just saying that I do this guitar build with just tools that you have around the house. And now the reason why I'm not using my drill press, by the way, is that my drill press, my bit would come about right in here. So, because the drill press isn't that deep, that's why we're doing it this way. And so the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just start out slow, and I'm not going to put a lot of pressure on. I will go ahead and I would normally just do all of those, but I'll go ahead and just do the bigger one there. And this, I'm not going to go very deep at all, just basically enough for this lip to go inside. So I'm just going to kind of eye that. Yeah, I wish I had a press for this. And I'm holding it so that I don't get much pressure on there, and I don't want to chip it away. And there I go. I'm starting to rip it away. Well, there's another way to take care of that too. Shoot. I'll go this direction with it. It's going to just require me to, yeah, I don't like the way that it's going to work this way. Nope, don't like that at all. Another thing you can do is to put tape over it, you know, and then we can try that here once and just see if that might help so that it doesn't rip out anymore. But I don't think it will. Yeah, shoot, making a mess of that. See, that's what you don't want to do. Well, the way to fix it is obviously I'm going to be sanding this whole thing down just a little bit to get past that, because I don't want that to be that way. So, shoot, things that help when you have a drill press. Those things happen. If anything, hopefully it's good for you to just see, hey, you know what? You can make a mistake and fix it. So that's what we're going to have to do. Okay, we are going to try this again. I just went and bought a brand new bit to see if maybe a sharper bit would work better. I'll take it easier. Obviously, I'm already going to have to sand this down some. Well, it did better. It still chipped out a little bit. But what I don't want it to do is I don't want it to just all of a sudden grab and dig right in. So, like that. And I'll clean that out with the Dremel there yet. So I'll work on the rest of these, and in the end we'll take a look and see what it looks like when it's all over, okay? Right now this just looks disgusting. It's really looking nasty, but I mean with big old chips there and stuff. But I guess what we're going to do is we're going to work on seeing how well we can fix that to make it look good. So I'm going to start way back here and taper to this to get that so that it's smooth again where I want it to be. It's actually looking pretty decent now. It's all sanded it down, stuff. And the difference of the color purple here and brown, it almost looks, I almost feel like I'm sanding the stain off, but I'm not, because we'll give this about 2 days and this will be just as purple as what this is. Yeah, I think that'll work out okay just fine now, so it'll look good. There we go.
Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to buy.